Hello, everyone, and welcome to the BosqueeNet adventure. My name's Jeff, and tonight we are out doing a bit of camping. It has been quite a while since I have done a camp with the truck nearby, but I did manage to find myself a little spot here, and I think we're going to have a good time tonight. This time of year, the mountain and all the trails are like super packed. In fact, it is probably going to be busy on this side of the mountain, not just for tonight, but for the rest of the summer. So in our last adventure, I was out by the river. Well, that area is now closed to traffic. They are going to be doing all kinds of overhaul on that trail this summer. They're not even due to complete the project till like October 31st, or at least that's the date they set. And it just so happens that that coincides with the day before they actually close that area for the winter time. So I really don't think that we'll be heading back there again this summer. That's unfortunate. What that's going to end up doing is pushing all of the ATV traffic out onto the road that we came in onto tonight. So that's just how we're going to have to roll for the rest of the summer here, at least in this area. I think we're going to see a lot more ATV traffic as soon as people start getting off of work tonight and heading on into the weekend. But anywho, enough with that. We got up here early enough, found ourselves an awesome spot tonight. I've got some fantastic eats. Hopefully going to have a campfire if the wind stays nice and calm. But anywho, I need to start getting camp all set up. I want to thank you once again for joining me. Now let's get to this. Again, because it's so busy up here, I didn't know if I was going to be forced into doing a backpacking adventure or I'd be able to do the truck camp. But hey, found a spot, don't have to do the backpacking tonight. I am doing hammock camping tonight. So I'm just gonna let you guys know this right off the bat. The flies here are relentless. Oh my goodness. They are out in force tonight. So I'm hoping as soon as the sun goes down and the temperature comes down that these flies kind of go mine themselves someplace else. Sometimes you just gotta pull out the head net. These flies are absolutely relentless. Oh my goodness gracious. So, yeah, decided to don some long sleeves because one bit me earlier. Oh my goodness, there's like horse flies or something like that. But I definitely got bit, so putting on the long sleeves, putting on the head net. The hat helps keep it away from my face. But yeah, I mean, you can see them all there, right? What a pain. These flies suck. I have decided for the next little while, I'm just gonna hang out in the hammock. Fingers crossed that these little buggers go away come sunset. I didn't show y'all me getting into the hammock. I had to do it quite quickly and quite on the move, just so I didn't get a bunch of flies following in after me. I mean, as it is, I think there are 2 that made it inside, but I'm gonna get rid of them here real quick. But oh my goodness, what a pain in the rear. I mean, it's so bad out there that if they don't give up, I may bail. Because trying to cook dinner with all the flies it just ain't gonna happen. So like I said, gonna just kill some time here in the hammock for a bit. I think I'm gonna let that sun go down, and I will catch back up with you all a little bit later. Just to give a little bit of an update, it's about 7 p.m. now. The flies have backed off just a little bit. Just been hanging out in the hammock, listening to the birds, just enjoying myself. But we are going to try a new tactic here just before dinner. I think what I'm going to do is start a little fire, just a little one, and perhaps some smoke in the air will help keep the flies away. And so I'm going to give that a try before I start making dinner. And hopefully this works. That is doing exactly what I hoped it would do. That is keeping the flies away, for sure. Just that bit of smoke. They're not a fan of it. So, I'm just gonna keep it small for right now. But I am just a little bit hungry. Just been waiting for it to cool down and for the flies to abate themselves. But let's go ahead and get into this. All right, dinner for tonight should be a really good one. My plan is to make an awesome steak sandwich. So, I have my big old roll here. I have some onions. Got a pepper that I need to cut up. Cheese, of course. Two types, Monterey Jack and Colby Jack. And then the steak. This is going to be tasty. Let's make it. I wanted to toast the bread just a little bit. What I've got here is mayo, Worcestershire, and garlic. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. And that'll toast up this bun quite nice. Oh yeah, just like that. Let's do the bottom. Gonna save that for the rest of the sandwich. I'm gonna season it with some coarse black pepper. Now all that steak's almost set, let's throw in our veggies. If I haven't mentioned this already, this smells amazing. We're gonna pull the steak off. So far, so good. Now we're just gonna throw the cheese right on here. And let that start melting. So just so you all are aware, I killed all the flames. So this is just smoldering and smoking away, which I don't mind. It's keeping the flies away. Ooh, this is looking good. That is all set. Let's plate it up. Oh, wow. All right, gonna throw some more of the sauce on. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this is gonna make a mess, but that looks so good. Let's dive in. I don't even know where to begin. Amazing. That is fantastic. Just like, oh my goodness. So, you have seen me do steak sandwich before, you know, with just a straight up ribeye. I think this was thinly cut New York. That's fantastic. I'm gonna dive in and eat. Bon appetit. That steak is just so tender. The bell pepper, the onions, the sauce, the cheese, the gooiness. This is amazing. That, my friends, was fantastic. The meat was just absolutely tender. The sauce that I put on, again, mayo, Worcestershire, and garlic, that is tasty. Grilled up on the bun like that, that was really good. The peppers, the onions, the melted cheese. Ooey gooey mess, but it was fantastic. Now that I've enjoyed my dinner, yes, absolutely awesome. I need to do some KP, gonna clean up the dishes. And then here in just a bit, we will stoke up the fire just a little bit more. The traffic on the road has certainly picked up. The crazy thing is it's just not all ATVs and motorcycles. A Sprinter van passed by just a moment ago, but before that, and I didn't capture this on camera, and I should have, and quite honestly, look, you can do whatever you want with your vehicle, no problem. But a Fiat 500, to me, has no business being on this road. I mean, you must not like your vehicle that much to punish it on this road. The sun is definitely set where I'm sitting, but just up there on the hillside, still shining away. 67. Time to put one of the logs on that I cut. You're probably hearing it in the background, other than the birds, right? You hear the traffic. You know, it's just that time of year. Everybody's out having fun. Hey, I'm out having fun. I can't blame them for wanting to have fun too. So, just as long as we all have mutual respect for everyone while we're out here, it'll be all good. Well, I've started to notice a trend. All of the traffic is now heading out of the canyon. So it appears that all the fun everyone was going to have this evening, they've had it, and they're starting to make their way home. So we might be heading towards the quiet portion of this evening. The sun has officially set. Definitely starting to get a little bit darker up in the sky. Definitely here amongst the trees, it's definitely starting to get darker. But I got the fire cranking away. Yeah, we're in the 60 degrees. This is excellent. This is very pleasant. I don't know about you all, but I've been very interested in the weather lately. Here in Utah, it has just been abnormally dry. I mean, like, Utah's a dry place. At least here in the summertime. Wintertime, not as much. But here in the summertime, yeah, it tends to get pretty dry. They say we're in our monsoon season right now. I don't believe it. We haven't had much rain to speak of at all. I mean, it has been weeks since we've had any sort of precipitation. At least down in the valley, right? Up here in the mountains, yes, storms will form. In fact, it was Wednesday where there were some isolated showers up here in the mountains. But down in the valley, no. It is a dry one this year. While it may be dry here in Utah, you know, I've been reading all kinds of articles where it is quite wet in different places around the world, especially here in the U.S. Just a couple of weeks ago, Texas got hit hard, and you know, that was certainly a sad day for sure. You know, my heart goes out to all the individuals who lost their lives in the flooding there. You know, what a tragedy. You know, there's other places too. You know, I read in New Mexico, in Boston, Massachusetts, just when it rains in those areas, it rains good. And they are getting lots of rain and lots of flooding that goes with it. I just want to express my heartfelt hope to all you who may be watching. Hang in there. Uh, you know, drier times, better times are coming. Uh, Hang in there. All right, for all of you at home who are following along, this is night number 2 with the Workus HD12 headlamp. I love this thing. I've been using it obviously out at camp. I've used it at home a couple of times as I was working on different projects and everything and needed just an extra bit of light. I'm loving it. It's been great so far. I haven't had any issues yet. So I just wanted to give you all that update just in case you were wondering. All right. Time to start getting everything put away. Gonna call it a night here soon. As always, if something eventful happens during the night, I'll be sure to let you know. But as it stands right now, I don't think there's going to be anything. It is calm, quiet, not a whole lot of traffic anymore. I mean, it's about 10:30 now, so, and I think I'm going to take advantage of it, start calling it a night, hop into bed. But it's just been a wonderful evening. I'm certainly glad to have you all along here with me. As far as the morning goes, not too sure what I'm going to do. I just have pastries once again. I might do a hot chocolate, depends on how cool it is. But as it stands right now, it's 59 degrees, so we drop down into the 50s. I'm sure it'll get a little bit cooler. But fire's just about out. It's just hot coals at this point. It's just been a fun, relaxing evening. Sometimes you just need one of those, right? Just a good opportunity to wind down, relax, and enjoy all that nature has to offer. Anywho, we'll see you all in the morning. Thank you once again for joining me. Good night now. Good morning, everyone. I've been up for a little while now, just kind of swinging in the hammock here, listening to the birds wake up, the chipmunks doing their thing. It's been quite peaceful. It was a peaceful evening. As soon as I got into bed last night, like all the traffic on the road, it had stopped. So there was none all night long. There was a vehicle that passed by it. I think it was about 5:30 this morning. That's kind of what woke me up. So I've just kind of been up laying about since then. It is peaceful, but the unfortunate thing is the flies are already waking up too. So I don't know how much more time I will spend at camp, because I know as soon as that sun comes out, the flies will be in full force again. Yeah, I can already hear them flying around. I think camp cleanup this morning is going to be quite quick. I think I'll probably just throw everything into the cab of the truck, and I will organize it when I get home. You can read that, got down to 54. 54 degrees is a decent enough cool down. I'm liking it. All right, everyone, I officially have everything all packed up here in the truck. I had myself just a little small pastry for breakfast this morning. I'm not actually all too hungry. That was a huge sandwich last night, so I'm still working that off. But the sun is out, just kissing the peaks of the mountains here behind us, and it is a beautiful sight. During the drive out, there's kind of an overlook over here, and I think I'll stop there for a moment and just kind of check it out. It should be quite pretty. I do want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure. This one has been absolutely relaxing. Had the fantastic eats. I love doing the hammock camping. It's very comfortable for me. As always, if you enjoy the content that I'm providing, be sure to like and subscribe. It would really help the channel. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or if you have any questions about a piece of gear that I used on this adventure, be sure to hit me up down in the comments section below. I always look forward to hearing from you. Well, I'm going to mosey on down the road. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.